So in this testing video, we are going to measure your diastasis, and we're going to check you for a few different things. So real quickly, let me just kind of break down what a diastasis means. So during pregnancy, as your belly starts to stretch and grow with the baby, the linea alba, which is the connective tissue in between your rectus abdominis, obviously needs to grow and stretch. And it's kind of amazing that that tissue allows that to happen. So after your belly, you give birth and your belly kind of deflates, that linea alba, you have to kind of think of it as like a balloon that's deflated. So it can cause a lot of weakness through the core, and we just want to make sure we know where you're starting so that we can measure you throughout, and it's going to be something you're going to be checking in with the whole program. So what we're going to do is have you lay flat on your back, and I'm going to teach you how to check yourself. If you have someone else who can help you, that's amazing, but this essentially is something that you're going to have to get comfortable with, digging in on your own belly and really getting comfortable recognizing. So I want you to go ahead and take your hand and grab two fingers, doesn't matter what fingers, but the fingers have to be facing, your palm has to be facing back towards your face. Okay, so first let's find your belly button. Okay, so find your belly button, and then I want you to move up 2 inches. So now you're in between your rib cage and your belly button. So what we're gonna do here is take those fingers, and I want you to press them in between the muscles, and then I want you to tuck your chin to your chest and then just slightly lift your head up. When you're in this position, how many fingers wide can you get into that split of the muscle? Is it 2 fingers, 3, sometimes maybe even 4? Okay, then you're gonna put that head down and you're gonna make that note on your testing sheet. 4 fingers wide, say, or 2 fingers wide. Then the next thing we're gonna check for in that same exact spot is the depth. How far can we press those knuckles down into your core? Okay, so same thing, lift the head and then really press down. How many knuckles deep can you get down into your belly? And then you're gonna relax back down and you're gonna note that on your testing sheet. So as we go through this program, we're gonna strengthen the deepest transverse abdominis all the way out, and that's gonna connect back. So at the end of this program, you're not gonna be able to push down that far through the linea alba, okay? So that's what we're working on, strengthening, and then we're also working on bringing those 2 muscles back together, okay? The next spot we're gonna hit is the belly button. Now this is typically the widest section of the diastasis. So go ahead and see how many fingers put right into the belly button. Then go ahead and lift your head up, and don't brace or anything, but see, this is typically the widest. So if you can get a 3rd finger into there, really measure that, and you wanna go side to side, really wiggle to see what you can get. Okay, go ahead and lay back down. You're gonna mark that number on your sheet. Second thing is measuring the depth. So go ahead and do that same exact measurement and really dig down and see how deep. This is typically the deepest you're gonna get your fingertips as well. And then go ahead and lower the head down. You're gonna make that note. Now the 3rd and final spot is gonna be really low, so you go ahead and lower your hand down. I've got your hands. Okay, this is 2 inches lower than the belly button. Okay, bend your knees for me. Take a breath. On the exhale, lift the head up off the ground, and you don't wanna lift the shoulders, just the head's enough weight. Yep, just the head's enough weight. Go ahead and measure the width of the split. And then you can put your head down, and then you're gonna measure the depth of the split. And if you're post C-section, this area might be a little bit sensitive, but you still should be able to really press in here and be okay. Okay, go ahead and lay back down. And that is how we measure your diastasis, and we're gonna do a check-in at week 6 to do the same exact thing and see how much you've improved.